black rasta abamonte so abekasa edi insembi atu jai chese. Se ukupiem ewo parliament dia na chese. Minority leader Afenyo Kazedi was he amounted on NDC Amayukone Eson 1 year. Afenyo Kebe collapse NDC Amayuku. Nana say Wabamonte so esa the expose be Abamonte so efa one doctor be a friend Dr. Grace Ayensu. A big expose be as Abamonte so I will say enya asabketa some way. And I just say, Ama a black rasta, I just say. So here, NDC Amayuko parliament, I won't say my majority, but this man called Afenyo seems to say was silencing just a mukwa AFU was silencing the big people. I will see our can send state to me and could see in some big.
The Dagombes will say, Tumara. Tumari Valley. The Arabic people, the Arabians, they say what? You know what they say? Munafik. Munafik. Munafikun. The Hausa people will say Munafiki. Shege Munafiki Dambanza. That's Afenyo market. For people not to say Black Rasta is throwing harsh words around. They say, Ochami on him because I say, Nana, run it! Watch this. Strangely, you get a ministerial appointment instead of Dr. Zenato. Ha! Afenyo marking to Professor Ayensu. Strangely, you get a ministerial appointment instead of Zenator. Afenyo marking. There are two NDC people in parliament. Two ladies, Professor Ayensu and Dr. Zenator. And Afenyo marking stands up, and this is Professor Ayensu. Stands up and says, you, Professor Ayensu, hey, Mahama has given you an appointment. A ministerial appointment, you this woman, when it should have gone to the daughter of the founder of the party, Senator. Run the story. Hey, Minister Nimpone. Minister Ne. The minority leader of Parliament, Alexander Afenyo on July 14, 2025, caused a stir in Parliament following comments he made about the Member of Parliament for Escado Keteng, Professor Grace Ayensu Dankwa, the F2 MP, while making a submission, ordered Professor Ayensu to sit down, insisting she was out of order. A visibly agitated Afenyo scolded the MP, arguing that as a new entrant in Parliament, she ought to conduct herself properly and not interrupt when a leader was speaking. Afenyo further jabbed Professor Ayensu, questioning why she had been given a ministerial appointment in the ruling National Democratic Congress government when senior party figures such as Dr. Zenator Ajiman Rollins, the Member of Parliament for Klote Kole, have not been considered. My colleague, your name is not even on the list yet. We have only heard rumors that you will be facing the appointments committee, and this is what you choose to be doing. You came to meet Dr. Zenator here, and for some strange reason, it appears your name is being considered, even when party stalwarts like Helen Ntoso are still waiting. And yet, you want to be raising points of order while your leader is speaking. Afenyo said, Professor Ayensu, who is also the Deputy Minister of Health designate, did not take kindly to the comments. She described Afenyo Markin's remarks as offensive and discriminatory against women in Parliament. Responding to the Speaker, she said, Mr. Speaker, dash it out. So you see, those of you who are looking for Lucifer and are waiting to go to hell to see him, go to the Ghana Parliament. There's a guy called Afenyo Market. That is him. When he's coming to the Parliament House, he shaves off his horns. But when he gets back home, he puts the horns back and the teeth dripping with blood. That's this guy. You see what he's doing? Divide and rule. Divide and rule. You are Afenyo, with all respect. Professor Ayemsu should be respected to the utmost level. A woman who has been able to make it to the professorial echelons deserves a lot of respect. How many of our ladies in Africa are able to achieve that feat? And you still see her as a lightweight. She is a new entrant here. These are the people who cannot rule Ghana. These are the people who don't have common sense. For them, it's Mibahache, MBA. I was here for 2 million years. For that matter, whether I am a square peg or a triangular peg, put me in that round hole. How many people agree with me? This guy is not looking for the interest of Senator. And I think Senator should be smart enough to see Lucifer. That's how Lucifer behaves. Don't you see that God has, in fact, blessed Job that much? He has blessed him. You, God, you have blessed Job. That is why you pretend that he loves you and worships you. Take everything away from him and see if he will still do that. He will never do it. And God said, I know my servant. He will do that 10-fold, 1,000,000-fold. No! Do it! That is how Satan behaves. Satan was the one who jumped between Abel and Cain. You see that your sacrifice was not accepted even though it came from your heart, so beautiful and so nice, but God decided to accept that of your brother. God is not being fair to you. He's a bad God. Your brother, yours should have been taken. After all, you are the elder one. And then he got into the heart of Cain and he killed his brother Abel. That's this guy. He was the one in the Garden of Eden. Satan. And if you see his face and his nose, you know straight away. In fact, if you put this image on AI and ask AI to use this image to create Satan, it's the exact replica of Satan. Wait. If Senator is not smart, quickly she starts sulking. They call it sulking. Mahama, I know they like my father, you know. Maybe because my father said this some time ago, that's why he's doing that to me. Then there's a huge division in the party. The Senator faction, the Mahama faction, and then they make nonsense of all the achievements of Ghana, spearheaded by Mahama. Satan, Lucifer. Lucifer. This guy. My brother, I wish it was this guy that I like so much. What's his name again? Jatta. If it was Jatta, you know what he would have said? He would have said, get out. We all sat down and agreed that I should go to her because she's in a better position to do it now. Should we all be appointed into ministerial positions? Remember when Gabia Sayotridakun told Sam Jatta via Twitter, now called X, that, he was making all the name with the LGBT thing. He should think about standing for what? President, because he was becoming more and more popular. Jatta said, I don't want it. My mission right now is to make sure that my president, John Dramani Mahama, becomes the president of Ghana. And he silenced him. How many of you remember that? That's what Senator should have said. How many as of us remember the Ahoys. One of them, I always confuse them. Remember when the vice president now, Jane, Mahama Jane, the professor, they were outdooring her, whatever it was that they were doing. My brother, my sister, one of the Ahoys drank on some, whatever it was, apetisha or brukutu, whatever, started saying that, yeah, I mean, I'm not quoting him, but that's the content, that, oh, yeah, you can be president. Yeah, you can be president, of course. Said, no, I don't want to be president. I want to support the president to achieve his goals. No, you can be president. He was insisting that she could be president. You can be president. Yes, it's happened before. What has happened? Atta Mills died and Mahama became president. So is that the same thing you are wishing for? Later, when the drink left his eyes, he came and apologized. Please stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. That's why Afenyo marking. If I was attending the same church with him, I would leave that church. And if I was in parliament with him, I reserve my